If you're watching this, you know you're in Andhra Zook. And today I am here with a birthday cake. That's right, any celebration, big or small, cannot be complete without a beautiful cake to end it with. Cutting a cake open with your loved ones around is the greatest symbol of positive celebration. But during the lockdown period, it had been very difficult for a lot of my friends to do birthday cakes. So today I'm gonna do a very simple yet rich and decadent recipe of a chocolate birthday cake. We will do a basic buttercream to frost it with. And the sponge is rich, dark and chocolatey. So without any further delays, let's get cooking. Today I'm going to show you how to do the sponge first. The sponge needs to be completely cooled down before we even attempt to frost it. My recipe of making this sponge cake is very simple. We start with our dry ingredients, which I always like to measure first. So we start with our flour. As you notice, I have not sieved my flour, but I will ask everyone to sieve their cocoa powder because cocoa powders have a lot of lumps. Now comes the most astonishing part of this particular cake. Same amount of baking powder and baking soda. This actually gives us a sponge which is so light and so airy, as if you're having some sweetened cloud. And a layer of buttercream on it. It just makes perfect sense. Now I'm gonna whisk all my dry ingredients together so that everything is well combined and airy. Generally, in a cake or a cupcake recipe, you will see that the sugar is treated as a wet ingredient. But here, I am going to mix a cup of sugar, which could be anything, castor or granulated, but this time around I had used granulated sugar because I wanted the cake to be nice and dark and not very sweet. But please make sure of one thing, castor sugar would be way more sweeter than the granulated sugar. Mix it thoroughly and set it aside. Now let's work on the wet ingredients. I'm gonna mix 250 ml of cold milk with 1 tablespoon of vinegar and let it sit for just 2 to 3 minutes. You will see that it will start thickening up and it will become buttermilk. And before I forget, please do add 2 teaspoons of vanilla bean paste, so I've added that. Now add 125 ml of normal vegetable oil. Any flavorless oil would do. Crack 2 eggs. Now mix everything together and combine it till you can't see any dry specks of flour with the help of a spatula. Keep a kettle of hot boiled water close. Mix a teaspoon of instant coffee powder and pour it directly on top of the batter. Yes, the batter is going to be really thin. Trust me on this. This is going to give you a beautiful cake. Now once your cake batter is beautifully mixed, let's prepare a cake pan by greasing the pan very well and then sprinkling on some cocoa powder to cover the whole pan evenly. This will ensure that your cake comes out nice without sticking to anything. Once you've poured all your cake batter into the pan, don't forget to shake it and tap it. We are making sure that all the air bubbles or air pockets in the batter comes out right now and not in the oven. Bake it till a toothpick inserted in the middle of the cake comes out clean. It would take about 50 minutes to an hour to bake in the oven, which is already preheated at 200 degrees C. So this is a classic Indian style cake wherein I have used all our Indian products, and even our buttercream will be made using Indian butter, which is utterly and butterly, but a little different than the butters that we find outside India. Buttercream with the cloud-like sponge cake is an amazing combination, and I highly recommend you to come back again tomorrow. I'll talk about an easy way of frosting a cake, which will be easy for everyone to do and yet so very festive and entertaining. This is my go-to recipe for all my special occasions, and tomorrow I will tell you all about frosting it. So see you soon. Cheers!